Hi friends, welcome back. Here we are decorating another one of the Family 4 junk journals. You're going to see me doing lots of layering in here. No, I'm just kidding. I already did all the layering, but I do need to add some pieces. This one I had a spot where there was some yellowing on there. I got some ink on the top and I wanted to cover it up. I wasn't sure what to do and I decided I'm just going to frame it out. I found this cute ruffled lace. It's skirty, so cute. And so I just go ahead and lay this all the way around the oval of this frame that I made out of some cardstock that I had. Now this journal topper was created already. I believe I did that with my friends here on YouTube many months ago. And the cover itself I did before I ever became a creative on YouTube. And so that one was done, I don't know, several years ago, possibly, I think. So I have this, so I had grabbed all these journal covers when I wanted to make the Family 4, and you have been with me building these journals. Now we're down to the part where I need to get the covers decorated, and it does take me quite a while to decorate covers. I just love decorating them, but I do put a lot of thought and a lot of, back and forth and things like that. So it doesn't bother me that I do that, but to make a video doing it would take forever. So that is why I'm doing a voiceover. This is the second one that I've got decorated. I will be posting all of these videos at the same time, and they will have their own playlist for the voiceovers on the decorating of the journal covers. There's one video is quite long. It's 40 minutes, and that's edited from 3 hours. It took me a long time to put it together, so that is why it's that long. But you get to watch my entire process of how I'm putting together, and that's really why it was as long as it was, because it took me 3 hours to build it. To edit it down any further, we would lose, I think, important parts. Plus, I'm not the best editor, so I think there's parts in there I still could have taken out, but it was too late. I already did the voiceover. Anyhow, I will have already done a flip through of every single one of these journals, and those you'll find in the playlist. I have a playlist for junk journal flip throughs, and it'll be the Family 4 junk journal flip throughs. I'll have them named probably Family 4 junk journal flip through 1, 2, 3, and 4, unless I can do them all in one video. We'll see. I'm not that quick, but for the most part, they're all the same. There's some things that are different, so I'm guessing I could do them all together. In that case, you'll just see one video called the Family 4 Junk Journal Flip Throughs. So there will be some pieces on there that you will have already seen by the time you see this. For instance, the closures will have been done, but they will not be getting done on these videos. I know it seems a little backwards, but that is just the way it's going to have to be. I'm on crunch time getting these journals done, so I don't have time to do it all and get those everything done. It's just crazy, but fun. Here I'm just deciding, as I'm pulling that ruffle around that oval, I don't want it to interfere with that amazing applique that I have on there, and I love it. So I'm just deciding where I'm going to end it, where I'm going to, and because I need to tuck it underneath that flower of that applique so that it looks like one solid piece that was all meant to go together. And there we go. I'm tucking it, but I think I don't know did I trim a little bit more? I don't know. I don't remember. We'll see. Nope, I think I got it all trimmed down. So I'm just going to get that fully down. I'm going to get it tucked underneath that little flower of that applique. Just like so, ever so careful. There, I love it. I think that came out really nice. I'm really in a groove. I've got all these covers decorated. It took, I would say, the first one, I spent 3 hours on it. This one, I think I spent a total of like 25 minutes on it. So some of them take longer than others. This one didn't take me as long because I really had it all that I wanted. I knew this whole piece is what I wanted. I just needed to add a couple things and fix My little Sandra secret. So I can still see it. I can still see that ink. So I'm going to go in and with those pieces that I had trimmed when I was going around that oval, and I'm just going to tuck a few pieces in here and there so that it looks purposeful, gives it some lift, a little added extra, and then this will be what covers up my little secret. This really came out nice. And I'm just moving along. I've got my music going. You can't hear that. I don't know how to put YouTube music on. I don't know what we can use and what we can't use, and I don't want to try to put music and talk because sometimes it fluctuates, like and it goes loud, soft when you talk and then the music, and I don't enjoy that, so I don't want to do it. I don't enjoy it when it fluctuates, so I don't want to practice with you guys. Sorry. Anyhow, just trying to find my special places here to add that, and I like it right there. Trying to put enough space in between them so that it doesn't look like, I just don't want it all clumped in one area, but I also don't want it to interfere where the spot where I'm going to be putting where the eyelet, when that lands where the eyelet is on the cover, I don't want it to interfere with that area. I think this is where I'm going to try and, I don't know, I think I might try to use those tweezers again. Those tweezers, I love them for certain things, but trying to use them, yep, here I go. I'm going to, oh no, see, I like that. I like being able to use them like that. Grab them and tuck. Perfect. Or put that point down and grab and just pull something. I like them that way. To use them as an actual tweezer where I need to open them up and grab something, I am unable to do that successfully because it's just very backwards to me and it's very difficult. This is the piece. I'm going to show you. You're going to see exactly what happens. When you see it happen, you're like, oh no. That's what I said when it happened. I was like, oh no. So this is where I'm realizing that I had torn that paper, but I had not inked it, and I wanted to put some ink there. I love that I had my big color spot on my piece in the middle, and that the journal cover had the color, and then in between was all that cream and white lace. But I really felt like this paper was laying right on that journal cover, so I needed it to, and you can see that it was paper back there, so I needed it to make sense in my mind, and adding that ink really helped to blend it together so that it was more cohesive. I don't think it was an absolute necessity to do, it just made my, the way I'd seen it, I think it looked nicer in my eyes. So here I go, I figured out my spot, but I'm going to have to add some glue. Now watch me, I'm going to put glue on this, and then I don't know what happened, I must have got too much glue on my hand or something, but I throw the piece down. So what? What's going on there, girl? I must have been really into the song or something. And now I'm rubbing the glue off my hands. I'm like, oh no, wait. Shoot. Oh my goodness. There we go. I was literally laughing at myself thinking, what's happening? I think it's time to take a break and have some lunch or something. I don't know. So there I go. I know I wanted to go down in there, but watch me. Oh, no. See, Sandra, don't do that. You don't do that. Just stop. I think this is where I was like, no, I'm trying to get it underneath that. So that cardstock oval that I made, I want the second layer, that second piece to go underneath it. I feel like that makes it look more, blendy than doesn't look like I'm trying to fix something. Oh my gosh. See, there's my eyelet. And that's what I was talking about. Oh my gosh, I'm loving it. Loving it. Now I need to get this thing tacked down though, because I'm wasting time. I just keep fooling around. So I like to open up my journals and lay them flat to find where my center is. However, I do know that once I close that journal back up, because it's filled with stuff and it's bulky and it's made out of paper and it's all handmade and I got lots of glues and things are going to shift a little bit the way they look. So I need to make sure that when I set this down that I am ready to close my journal, but I'm ready to try to move that if I need to as quickly as possible, because even though this glue takes a minute to dry, it still grabs. So I want to make sure I have all my paper, anything that's paper right there in that oval when I go over to the side, that right there. It's all paper, and I want that 100% every single spot of it glued down. The lace I'm going to tack down in a minute. I want some free flowing to happen. So there I go, I'm trying to line it up. I want to make sure I'm where I want my eyelet to be. And then I close it, and this is where I look at it and think, see, you can see me kind of adjusting it a little bit. I learned that lesson the hard way when I put I put something on there and I had opened up my journal, and then I just laid it and I never closed it and I let it dry. Well, when I came back and I folded my journal, it was crooked. There I am dancing, whoop, whoop, happiness. I didn't want to jump up and dance because I was afraid I wouldn't come back to my chair. So I just did a hand dance at my at my desk. It was a really good song to get that topper on. It was like perfect timing. So my little ruffle's starting to tuck under. So I think at this point, I'm like, okay, time to get your laces tacked down where you want them to go. And leaving the free flowing. So when I say this, what I mean is that I need it to be secure and I need it to look finished. I don't want anybody to get one and go, oh no, she forgot to do this. So so in my mind, I'm like, this is paper right there. So yes, that gets down, but I do want it to have movement. So I want to leave the layers, the pieces that fall over, to have a little bit of movement. And then over here, when I get close to the eyelet, I have to make sure that I tack it down at the same time leaving movement around that eyelet, because I don't want the closure to fight against it. I want it to all move together nicely. The applique is probably the biggest part of the structure on holding all the pieces together, because everything's attached kind of to that. So this is where I go around this entire applique, finding all the pieces that are still open, and I'm just going to glue them down. I feel like it's got the most strength of all the laces. I think I call them fabrics, but it's all lace. And because it's heavier, I feel like it's going to hold everybody together. That is what I'm guessing. So far, it seems to have worked. And I just love this one. Isn't it beautiful? I mean, I really love it. I feel like I can say that. I'm trying. Sometimes I feel silly for saying that on something I made, but it's okay. We can absolutely 100% love the stuff we made and say that. If my friend made this, I would be saying this, and I am my own friend. So I'm going to say it that way. I don't mean it in any way to sound anything but just out of love. But I do really love this. I love the person I'm going to give this to, and I love that I thought about these people the whole time I was making these journals. And so, yeah, I do love it. I love how it came out, and I love what I'm doing. And I also really believe that when I feel that way, that I'm putting all that energy into it. So I'm hoping that they don't only just see all the love I put in here, but they can absolutely feel the love when they touch it and look at it and write in it, draw in it, add things to it. Or, as many people that I'm finding out, they're afraid to mess it up, even if they just keep it as a keepsake. But every time they see it, every time they pick it up, that they can see the love and feel the love that I have for them when I made this. Stunning. I love it. So the flip through, you'll see the full flip through on that playlist that I have in my playlist for journal flip throughs. Those will show the closure. We'll have the whole thing done. I just am only doing the voiceovers on decorating the cover, simply because I can't decorate and talk to you at the same time. So on the covers, I had to really focus. So music, dancing, and decorating is all it was. So I'm just going to go through and make sure that all the little parts and pieces that I want tacked down are tacked down. I'm very happy with how this came out. The front and the back, they're very pretty. I would love to have this journal. Anyways, I think we're about finished here, my friends. I've got 2 more of these to do for you, and I will get them posted all at the same day. Bye.